to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Yemi. It's good to be here.
All right, let me start you off with the Super Eagles. Everybody that was invited now around.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Elderson, but hopefully it will be in camp now. So, what do you make of the preparation? 2 training sessions today. The Vice President Yemi Osinbajo also paid a solidarity visit to the team. And so, what do you make of everything that you've seen?
Well, I spoke with Tony Bitoye this morning, the media officer of the Super Eagles, and he told me a lot. That's at the time we were talking in the morning by 10:30 a.m. Yeah, the Super Eagles were already training, 20 of them in camp. We were expecting 3: Oganekare, Tebo, Alan Pasu, and of course Ichejile. But then later on in the afternoon, when I got news, 2 came in, and it shows the level of seriousness. The father Genotra had already said that he wants to have some training section before they go to Uyo, and it shows a whole lot of seriousness. I mean, like the last game in Zambia, all of them came on the first day and they trained. So now that everybody are in camp, certainly tomorrow is going to be a very big one. And I feel that the visit of the Vice President, is some sort of a morale booster. I mean, there are a whole lot of people that still feel that the present administration of Nigeria does not particularly is not interested in sports like that. But then for the Vice President to come in, it shows that there's a level of interest.
Yeah, I know. In fairness, I mean, this period, there's a lot on their hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you understand.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. But let's also talk about the organizing committee also telling us 1,000 naira, the gate fee, match tickets going on sale, 1,000 naira for covered seats, 500 naira for popular stands. And they're telling us that because of the nature of the game, because of the importance of the game, that is why the prices are like this, that it could have been more.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles is pretty much the biggest brand when it comes to football in Nigeria, and certainly you have to pay more. I mean, go to England and find out when the Three Lions, I mean, the national team of England want to play in Wembley. You see that they actually pay to watch those games at Wembley. Now it is now left for the state government to say, okay, we are trying it open and pay the money. But as it is, you certainly would want to. I mean, it's the Super Eagles you should pay. I mean, you should pay and support
whatever
them.
The cost.
Whatever the cost. I mean, it's a very reasonable cost if you ask me.
Very,
500, 1,000, very reasonable cost. And so I feel that Nigerians should be able to. It shouldn't be hard to pay 500 naira, 1,000 naira to watch.
And support the Super Eagles.
Support the Super Eagles.
All right, let's go on a break. When we return, there's still so much for you on Sports Tonight. Join us again. All right, welcome back. Cosmos, let's continue with our discussion on the Super Eagles. Now that we've gotten everything out of the way, we have the players we want, the manager fully in charge, everything seems to be going on well and no distraction. The team will train tomorrow before they leave for Uyo. I know you're not paid 10 million naira to do Gernot Royal's job, but how would you want to see the Super Eagles line out? What kind of player combinations do you want to see?
Well, yes, certainly. It is a very hard job for Gernot Royal, so he understands what to do. But I feel that some players that will be able to fit into his plan. I mean, we've been talking about the fact that the Super Eagles have not had a pattern for a while. I mean, in the 90s, it was the Dutch style of play and all that. But right now, I mean, football has gone beyond that. You want to play tiki-taka. I mean, there are several formations to play in. So, Gernot Royal, I believe we want to use a 4-2-3. One formation pretty much, and certainly I know that Mikel is going to be playing in that one, but I feel that the role of Mikel in the midfield should be highlighted. I mean, should be defined, properly defined. Is it the kind of a player that you want him to go forward or you want him to stay back? I mean, will he have that free role play?
Will he have the responsibility of making tackles?
That's what I'm saying.
Those are questions.
Tackles, or is he going to be playing a free role? And if he's going to be playing a free role, what is the job of Ian Nacho? Exactly.
Will you reduce his marking responsibilities?
Exactly. And that's just it. And if he's going to be playing a free role, who is going to be the person to be defending? If it's supposed to be a 4-2-3-1 formation, I mean, that makes him one of the defensive midfielders with probably Onazi, and maybe.
But if he's playing behind the striker, that's a little different.
That's a little like he played in the Olympics. But then I think this time around, it's probably going to be playing behind here and trying as much as possible to make things easier for him. But then for me, I want to see some sort of improvement from the last game against Zambia, especially in the defense. Those defensive and deficiencies should be made efficient. Who is going to pair Chris Ekong? Is it going to be Leon Balogun back after Tanzania? I mean, two of them were awesome against Tanzania. Or is it going to be a certain Omero, who a lot of people are still criticizing? But as far as I'm concerned, he pretty much had a good game, a decent game against Zambia.
A lot of people not agree with you.
Yeah, a lot of people will not agree with me, but I watched the game and I felt something like that. And in the attack, is it going to be Gallo playing again, or is they still?
So you're not even sure.
I'm not even sure.
You want to see.
So that's why I said
it's a difficult job.
I mean, it's a very, very difficult job for the coach, and we just want to make sure that a decent team comes out on Saturday
and wins the game.
Exactly, convincingly.
Okay, Cosmos, let's quickly do this. One of the things that ensures victory in any battle is knowing your opponents.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Algeria now, the Desert Foxes. Your general impression about Algeria and how they've been preparing for this game.
Well, the Algerians, well, let me don't use Algeria, North Africans, unlike the national teams from this side of the world, they do not depend on individual talent. I mean, they do not depend on the creativity or the creativeness of a certain player. I mean, they play teamwork. I mean, a player knows his job and he goes there, he does his job. I mean, it's team play. So the Desert, they call them the Ferens of Algeria. They're coming to you to play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria as a team. They, like somebody said this morning, they are wounded lions. Now they feel that they are wounded because of that draw against the indomitable Lions of Cameroon in Algeria. So they want to make sure that they come and get something in this one. And certainly they've been preparing. Forget about the fact that they've been having some sort of injury worries and all that. Certainly these guys can play. There's one good thing about the Algerians: they can shoot from outside the box. They're very good shooters from outside the box. They're the kind of team that from the first minute to probably for the first 20-30 minutes, they want to make sure that they score. And in the last 15 minutes, they want to make sure that it's against, I think in the African Cup of Nations qualifier, I think they played, I've forgotten the team that they played at the time.
So we should be wary of the Algerians.
We should be very wary of those teams were actually 2 go up, and the Algerians, they came back and the game ended 2-2. So they should be very, very careful of them. They'll come out and play, and I feel that the defense should work well. The goalkeeper should be very alert. Whoever is going to be in goal for Nigeria should be very, very alert, because these guys, they know how to play outside placing shots. That's what I call it. So they should just be